So how's it going, comic book fans? This is a special YouTube comment video. I did get some new comments in the last day or so, so I wanted to show everybody what I got. So for this week, for the week of the 27th, I got the Joker. I did get cover A. Cool cover. I love the artwork. The storyline, not so much, but it is what it is. It's where James Gordon has to decide if he wants to do something not so nice to the Joker since issue 1. But last, one thing you guys should know is this is the last issue for this series. Unfortunately, it will not be continuing on from what I read on the internet. There won't be any more after this issue. So, and they're calling it a season now, which seems really strange. I don't know why, but they are. So it seems kind of dumb to make it sound like a TV show when it's just a comic, but whatever. So I did also get cover B. Pretty cool cover. I love this cover. I think that this is the better cover, but there is also a backup story in this with Punchline, which is this girl here on the front cover. So there is kind of two stories to this, but again, this is the last issue of this series, so which is too bad. I was enjoying reading it. I mean, overall, I give this issue about 6.5 out of 10 because I love the artwork and everything, but the stories are not so great. I mean, Batman is here and everything, and Joker's doing his insane stuff as usual, but still, the stories aren't that great, so it's not. I can see why they're kind of ending it because maybe there's not enough people interested, but I thought it was very popular. I do, like I say, I love the artwork and everything, but it is what it is. It's ending, so, and it seems like there's no new series that's going to start. One thing I don't like about modern comics now is they seem to end without abruption and on numbers. That's one thing I don't like about modern comics, because they end on such like weird numbers. Like, why not end it in issue 25 or something like that? If you guys know what I mean, because back in my day when I was growing up, comics did that, and they didn't need a backup story. There's usually one full story throughout the book. So I also got Detective Comics on 1059. This was a fantastic issue. I really loved it. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I love the artwork. And this isn't my favorite cover. I did get cover B for it, which has the Riddler on it. Reason I'm giving it 7 out of 10 because it does have the Riddler. I'm not sure why they changed his look and everything, but it's a new adventure and a new mystery in here. Batman is trying to get to the Riddler, but you'll have to read it to see what happens. But still, the story's pretty good. The artwork's good. But if you're a new reader, it might be a bit confusing. But still, Batman's always incredible. So, which cover did you guys get? Did you get A or B, or did you just get cover A? I usually get A and B, but so far I'm liking the artwork for the cover B, so which is why I'm getting a 7 out of 10. Well, the story's not always there, but there is a riddle on the first page, so it is pretty cool. So last new comic I want to show you for my DC pickup is Action Comics 1042. There's a red cover here with not Superman there, even though he's totally different, but that is him with the cape and everything, fighting this big monster. I do not particularly like the storyline. I'm giving this issue a 6 out of 10, and this whole story arc a 6 out of 10, just because Superman is supposed to be a symbol of hope. I don't like how they changed his whole character. I mean, I get it. Eventually, they all have families and everything now that they're older superheroes, but I don't like how it's not focused on him being a hero on Earth, and that they moved on to his son, John Kent. I watched Lois and Clark. I stopped after episode 6. I did not really enjoy it because, again, they're focusing on family and not the hero itself. That's why I still watch The Flash, but I'm not liking it because there's too many people in the show, and now it's not focusing on the hero, but it's focusing on relationships and other stuff. And I'm just not a huge fan of that anymore. So this is Action Comics 1042, and this is cover B. I love this cover, how it has the kind of the classic Superman costume. Like I say, I like the story. I mean, I like the art. I like the color. I just don't like the story right now with these modern comics. I like Batman. I like the Riddler. I like all of that. But the modern take on these current characters, I do not like. I don't know what they're thinking about, but yeah. So that's why I'm getting some of these issues a low score, because they are not the story. To me, the story's not good, and if you're a new reader, you might not know what's going on. So I would wait for the trade paperback to come out once the story arc is finished. I've been reading this story arc for a while now, and I'm just not a fan of this. I don't know if you agree with me, but to me, Superman's always been Superman, and he's will always be the hero, even though he's on another planet without the yellow sun, so which is why he doesn't have his powers and trying to fight a bad guy, but he kind of does an uprising. I won't spoil it for you, but what do you guys think? Do you like Action Comics right now? Do you think what they're doing to Superman is good? To me, I'm not a fan of it, but I do like Action Comics. I've been collecting it for a long time, so I'm not going to stop now just because there's one or two story arcs I don't like. Even though each issue is not going to be a key issue, but for a run, it's still pretty good. So what covers did you like better? Did you like cover A for Detective Comics, or did you like cover B? I love cover B. Cover B wins it for me this time around. What do you think of the Joker? Are you guys sad to see it end, or are you going to be collecting something else? I'll probably end up collecting something else, or I'll stick with just Harley Quinn. I'm a huge Harley Quinn fan. While this series didn't always resonate with me, it was still a fun read. I liked how they bring everybody into it, even though it should have focused more on the Joker and not bring in other characters, but that's what they did. So maybe they thought they had to end it. I don't know. So what covers did you guys like? Cover A, cover B, or cover C? This is Punchline here. She has a backup story in the last few pages, so pretty cool. So one other thing I forgot to mention, there was another backup story in this one too, with the Martian Manhunter in this. So the last few pages wraps up his storyline throughout this. But like I say, when I was reading comics as a kid, there was no backup stories. They didn't need to do a backup story. They had the whole story throughout the comic, and now they seem to need for two different stories, which does not make sense to me. So that's my DC pickup for this week. What did you guys get, or did you guys get something else? I'm a huge Batman fan and a Harley Quinn fan and Joker fan. There was no Harley Quinn this week, but there was the final issue of Joker. It'll go in my DC box, and that'll be it. So, but also for next Wednesday, for May 4th, for National Star Wars Day, I'll be dropping 2 videos that night. I'll be showcasing some cool Star Wars Funko Pops and some cool comics that I have from my collection. Some very old ones to some very modern ones, and with some cool covers. So be on the lookout for that. So Wednesday night, I'll drop it about 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, but I'll also drop a video this Sunday around noon Pacific Time, hopefully for more new comics for you guys. So some exciting videos happening, and yeah, for National Star Wars Day on May 4th, I'll be dropping 2 videos because I'll do them kind of a little bit longer, because I do have a lot of cool Star Wars stuff to talk about. So let's talk about comics for Joe's Comic Talk. Let's have fun and talk about DC. What did you guys get this week? Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, and hit like and subscribe to me.